Before today's video begins, guys, I got to tell you about Viperr's 4-man. This cluster has a $1,000 Instore credit cluster alpha, as well as $150 real money for the top place. Harvest rate is 15x, it's an insta-tame, a fast maturing server. Tribe limit is 4-man, as I've said, and an upload timer of 48 hours. They'll have around 500 slots, which I'll be expecting to be capped on wipe, and I really advise you guys to go check out the Discord. It will be linked in the description. So, I guess I should explain where I've been for like a month roughly. I don't know when you guys are gonna quite see this video, but basically I did record some videos on BAM's ARK. We took Pearl Cave, and then also I had an MTS series, and then I also had another duo series. But because basically one of my drives kind of broke, I kind of lost all of that footage. So I literally had to take a break for a month to play servers, get more footage, and then edit after playing them. I've got a really small gap at the moment where I'm going to try edit 5 videos for you guys, so sorry if they're like not top quality. But yeah, that's basically as much as I want to say for this. There is some more things to go into detail about, but we'll just leave it like that for now. I'll talk about it more at the end of the video if you do want to really know what happened. But basically, in today's video, we're going to be starting off a season on SINZAHS ARK, and it goes really well. It's an interesting wipe, I'll say that actually, and the bad thing is though, I also lost the audio from the first 12 hours of this wipe, so I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to kind of like cut little bits and just try and quickly skip through the first 12 hours, but show you guys what happened, as I don't want to just jump straight 12 hours into wipe, as it would be a bit weird. But yeah, so I'm going to just jump straight into the video now, I guess. Me and 5 other experienced ARK players have decided to tribe up to take on one of ARK's most populated clusters. We had come up with a plan to ensure that we had an amazing wipe day. It was my job to head over to Lost Island to go tame up some Maywings, while my tribe would be back over on the centre, claiming our starter spot to get metal cooking. But of course, before all of that, I had to go over to centre to try and claim our desired cave. So boys, as I said, the audio is unfortunately lost in this video. I will be doing very frequent voiceovers. There'll be music throughout the whole video, so don't leave just because of that. There will be audio, and I'll keep you guys completely up to date and you can understand what's going on. But yeah, if you do enjoy the video at any point, I really do beg that you leave a like and subscribe, as it really does mean a lot. Also, any feedback in the comments is always highly appreciated. I'll make sure to get back to everyone. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video to get the secret comment. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're just going to continue with it now. Unfortunately, with multiple delays with 255 and bad spawns for the underworld, me and my tribe mate weren't the first people there. But either way, we were determined to take the cave, so I headed over to Skull Island to get ourselves an ARK Plura so we could go clear their spam. With the ARK acquired, there was only one more thing we needed to do. Take over the underworld crouch cave and claim it for ourselves. But of course, this is ARK, and nothing's ever that simple. I'd run into a tribe, a full tribe. And boom, just like that, he had bouldered my PT, but for some reason in that specific part in Underworld, I couldn't boulder his PT, but he could boulder mine. And now his tribe mate, who was kitted and flat, could also came outside to try and kill the ARK. With one of the 2 players dead, I thought it would just be the last guy and then it would be an easy raid, but unfortunately the guy could call back his tribe mates by now, and now there was another 2 of them, with a 3rd one just following behind them. With the second one dead, there was just now 2 more players left, and then it would be an easy raid. With 3 more fully kitted players, all on Pteranodons, I had taken the opportunity to cry my Arthro and decided to try and run away. This was the Tribal Underworld crouch, so setting them back this far would be extremely useful for us, and if I could run away now and get out with all the loot, it would set them back a lot and give us a good chance of getting the cave. And just like that, when more and more of my tribe mates came down into the underworld to help me out, they had decided to pick up the last 2 players that were on foot and run away with the remaining loot that they had. With our cave spammed and claimed for ourselves, I now headed over to Lost Island to come tame up a Maywing, as this would give us a huge advantage of getting around the map faster, make farming a lot quicker, but also most importantly, I had decided that we wanted to get Reapers really early on, and in order to get a Reaper trap this early on with Bloodstalkers banned, I would need to get myself a Maywing to quickly move around the Aberration Rad Zone. After killing a couple more players and their tames, I headed back over to centre to meet up with the boys, as I had now gotten enough Maywings for everyone to have at least 1 or 2 imprinted ones as well as a few FFAs. And after that, we decided that we wanted to get the centre boss done ASAP, as soon as we had tech turrets we would feel extremely comfortable leaving our base and being pretty safe. But obviously don't worry guys, we did manage to get heavy turrets down before we did the boss fight, even though it was just by around 15 minutes. And while on the way to the boss fight, one of the tribe mates has actually found a base that we could raid, so we quickly headed over, just 1 or 2 C4, blew into it. We didn't get anything insane for how early on it was, but a couple nice tames and some early game resources. And now time for the actual boss fight. And let's just say it was an interesting boss fight, for the least. But after just about completing the boss fight and getting all the element out, it actually turned out someone had seen us going into the boss, and considering it was 3 hours into wipe, everyone wanted a piece of the element, so I think we had 2 tribes camping us, and let's see how it goes. With my tribe mates taking out one of the guys, the other 2 tried to run, but later on we did catch up to them and managed to take them out as well. Not that you guys can hear it right now, but this guy actually, I believe, had the element on him, as they had C4 trapped our boss. I might be wrong, and they managed to get it, but luckily my trimate managed to snipe him out of the air, and we got all the loot. With boss fight done, and us actually not wanting to get raided at this point, we decided to upgrade our base a little bit more before we headed out to go upgrade ourselves to tech tier. And in the background you can actually see we had gotten the trike-line going so we could hit the first raid base. But now it was time. We headed over to Aberration, or should I say I headed over to Aberration in hopes to find ourselves a Reaper and so we could trap it in the rad zone. But while I went over, I actually saw another tribe had lured one out, so we all geared up to get ready to counter it, and they just decided to run away, and they literally just left us with a good Reaper in a trap for us. So I'll try and do a voiceover to make this make sense, I guess, but basically I was telling my tribe that they got a Reaper trapped and they were all about to get impregnated, and by the time I got them beds down, they had uploaded the Meglo, they had ran away at the drop, and we basically came in and got some free Reapers. Well, until something happened, at least. So I C4 strapped that box as I thought they were going to spawn it there and hopefully we could get a kit if they tried to come over and counter. Unfortunately he ran by on the Meglo and I didn't quite have enough C4 down for it to kill the Meglo, so he managed to actually get away on the Maywing after uploading, I think. So just like that they had left and it was time for us to get ourselves this Reaper. And just like that, we had it Reaper and Pregs around 4.5 hours into wipe. I think that's roughly it. I can't honestly 100% remember. I just remember it being really early on into wipe. So boys, we're back over on center. I got the levels for my Reaper, and I'm actually gonna be the first guy to pop theirs. So we're gonna see what the stats are roughly like. Unfortunately, after I think 3 of us got impregs, one of the tribe members actually killed the Reaper while they were trying to get it weak again. So that is a bit of a rip, but either way, we now have Reapers for ourselves, so getting another Reaper is going to be extremely easy, and also we can start to go do RSDs anyway, as, you know, RSDs is early on, hopefully we won't get countered, but maybe we will, we probably definitely will. But either way, Reaper didn't come out that amazing, nothing insanely special, but yeah, a Reaper either way on the, I think it's 2 times damage for Reapers on here, maybe even 3 times, so either way, they're going to be extremely broken. With the Reapers back at base raising, we now took this opportunity to come to a drop and craft up our Indie Forge as we'd only just now gotten enough metal. So boys, as you can see here, we've got the Rhino line going, the Maywing lines, we've got the Magnesaur raising, we've got our Reapers raising. I think only around 3 of the boys managed to get them before the Reaper got killed by one of us. We just got the tech wrap made. Honestly, we did boss like, I think 2 hours ago now, 2.5 hours ago. But just literally the metal hasn't been great here. We need to craft up like 5-6 Indie Forges at least. But yeah, either way, we're honestly not looking bad at all at the moment, and we've got the shit to craft up a few tech turrets, tech Jenny, and trans and stuff like that. So we're going to get to work on that, and then I think we're going to honestly start running a couple red drops to see if we can get some good BPs to help us out in the PvP early game. This is what my Reaper's at right now, and yeah, but they should be beasts, because I think on this server it's 2 or 3 times damage, I can't exactly remember. But yeah, we're not looking too bad, we just really need to up our ammo count and our turrets. But of course, before we went over to Extinction to run red drops, we decided we wanted to get a quick Golem run in, as, you know, nothing can go wrong with a bit of PvP, and who knows, maybe we even get some decent loot. Obviously, at this point into wipe, we're just looking for flak and weapon BPs. I mean, some Soaker saddles would be nice, but honestly, at this point, I think we're just looking for some flak BPs. You guys can call me cringe in the comments, but considering they've enabled it on the server, I'm going to use it. I C4 trapped the entrance of Golem, as there was 2 people inside running it right now, and we were just down bad for BPs. And yeah, either way, we're going to run into them. Either these guys were the Infinite Alley guys, or that was someone else. Either way, there was a load of cheaters here, and we didn't want to take any risks at this point. After taking one of their members down and getting an extremely fat kit off them, including a velo, which was really nice at the time, they decided to push out the tunnel with rockets, and I can't blame them. I just C4 trapped one of them. But let's just see who manages to win this encounter. And just like that, with two of them dead and one more running away, we'd also gotten the flat BP and any decent golem loot, but now we just wanted to get the last kill on the guy to make sure we had eliminated all of them and set them back as much as possible. And yes, one of our trimates just grapple glitched straight into lava. While the last player was trying to leave the crouch, I'd grappled him and I brought him back so I could hit an easy boulder on him. With all three dead, the BPs in our inventories, and heading back to our base, we had now upgraded our armor set, and we did also get a weapon BP off one of them. With that W taken, we headed over to Extinction. Now, being only around 5.5–6 hours into wipe, we had thought that no one would even be bothering trying to counter OSDs at this point. Unfortunately, we had been naive, and that might have led to our downfall here, and we might just take the first fat L of the wipe. What we didn't know, while we were completing the OSD, we actually had a tribe above us scouting us out all on flyers. Our fault for not bringing any flyers of our own, but this would mean basically if they wanted to counter us, all they would have to do is pick us off the Reapers and drop us in their own Reapers. But unfortunately for us, the only flyer we had brought over at the time was actually Snow Owl, the only flyer in the game unable to pick people. So initially, I had spotted a Reaper running up the hill in front of us, and me and my other tribe mate on a Reaper decided to jump over to him, as at the time we just literally thought it was one Snow Owl guy and a Reaper, and they would be waiting for their tribe to come over. So we decided we'd try and eliminate them before their tribe could get over here, and oh, we were close. Unfortunately, his tribe mate on the snow had managed to freeze bomb us just in time for him to be able to get a jump away, and at this point it was already lost. They had popped 4 more Reapers around the corner, and with one of our rhinos just being killed, as we had basically abandoned it with the whole of the corrupted army for the drop on it, it was us versus I think 4 Reapers and 2 pickers, so let's just see how this goes. So, just like that, our morale was low, we had taken the first huge out of the wipe, and we had made the mistake of not bringing back turrets, even though that I did get all the shit for them. We just decided that honestly it wouldn't be worth the time for some reason, and we really didn't believe anyone would be looking to counter SDs at that point. But either way, we kept our heads held high, we came back over to Aberration, we started to do proper metal runs with the Magma Saw, and then we would have to go trap some more Reapers for ourselves. So after farming up a black cap of metal, well, around 90% metal, and I kept a bit of stone, we had around 1.3 million metal ready to melt down into ingots. And back at base we crafted up around 10 indie forges, but now we're desperate to move out of this base. Unfortunately, we had taken too long to move into Underworld Crouch, and another tribe had managed to clear it out and set up a fully tech death wall right at the choke point, and it would be impossible for us to push it online this early into wipe. And now with PvE out the way and us having the grind back for PvP, we decided to come over to Double Bear as we wanted to just get in some quick PvP, grab some kits so we could start running Golem again, and then we'd get the momentum going and the morale back high, and I hit the dirtiest combo clip of my life. Not that it has audio sadly, but still, it was really clean. Doesn't do it much justice without our reactions, and like, I don't know, the heat at the moment, just a quick little peek and just a quick fire and then it headshots him as he was running up. It just was really clean at the time. And yeah, but unfortunately we didn't really have the stuff to raid them, so after this we more or less just packed up and decided to start looking for other base spots. And just our luck, as we were scouting around, it had turned out that an open cave, being CARNO Cave, was right for the taking. We decided to all focus our priorities on getting the stuff prepped to build it, as it would be a very expensive build, but we were all willing to grind for it and get it done. But obviously before we could move into CARNO, we had to do a lot more things, and including that was getting more Reapers. And just like that, my tribe mate got a Reaper trapped right down in the red zone, so this time no one would be able to counter us, even though we hadn't actually been countered before, so I have no idea why I said that. But either way, this Reaper was being difficult though, it was a little bitch, I can't actually lie to you guys. But either way, after half an hour, we managed to get our first impreg, and it was really fucking scuffed. I think 20 people got C-spun off the cliff into the red zone, and that was great. I think we lost 8 baby Reapers because of that shit. But either way, we managed to get our Reapers in the end. So boys, I'm actually excited as fuck to pop this Reaper. One of my tribe mates Reapers literally just came out with 368 melee, I think around that, I think he said. And then also 16k HP, so these are some insane Reapers. So yeah. So guys, sadly this is where today's video is going to have to end. I did try and get all the non-audio out of the way in one episode, and if you guys are still watching to this point, I highly appreciate it. Make sure to let me know in the comments, just say no audio gang in the comments, and I will make sure to leave a like and respond to you if you are watching this point into the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe as well, as it really does mean a lot. And I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. Sorry for not uploading sooner, but not much I could do about it, to be honest. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Without further ado, peace out.